Welcome to FanPark Live. I'm Terry Fleur, joined by Michael from Footy Says and Louis from 100% Chelsea. And I did tweet it earlier. Today, I am going to be one biased MF. I really am. Man United go through 2-1. I predicted 3-1 the other night on Channel 4. You saw, and I was pretty much laughed out of the studio. They have come up trumps again. Jose Mourinho haters, where are you? I want you on the goddamn phones right now, running up your big old maths again. Sack him. Through to the final of the FA Cup. Already won 2 trophies. Second in the Premier League. Jose haters, what? Call us right now. 0203 606 0315. Spurs fans, I want to ask you this question. I'm asking you all this. Have you bottled it again? 1-0 up. Better team than Manchester United. Better manager than Man United have got. This is what the press say. Craig Bellamy the other day. Man United aren't even a top 4 side. Nowhere near as good as Spurs. You've choked again when 1-0 up. I want to know how you're feeling. Why is this happening? And it was at your home ground as well. We want your calls. I'm going to go to Michael and Louis in a moment. But before I do that, please check out the One Football app. All the information for it is in the description below. We'll go and check it out in a moment as well. And of course, we're going to talk about man of the match and all other things related to the FA Cup semi-final today. But absolutely buzzing from my point of view. Michael, I'll come to you first as a Man United fan. Yeah. How you feeling, mate? Just give it to us. How you feeling right now?
I'm just going to say it. So I think Tottenham bottling it again was like 8 out of 8 losses in FA Cup semi-finals. Football heritage. So, like...
Yep, on the bounce. I think 8 defeats on the bounce. 8 defeats on the bounce, Spurs.
8 L's. So, you know, I mean, I'm just happy, man.
Bottle.
We need to win a trophy this year, and, you know, it's good. Bearing in mind, so Mourinho's been here, what? This is his 3rd season, yeah? Or second? Second season.
Second.
Wins the FA Cup. If he wins the FA Cup, that's 2 out of 3 domestic trophies done.
Yep.
And a European trophy, well, the side chick European trophy, but it's a European trophy.
Hey, that's a European trophy nonetheless.
That's why that's what I'm
Mainly
talking about.
because we're in it next year, so I can't call it Mickey Mouse anymore.
No, but
it's not Mickey Mouse.
You've won it before.
No,
You've won it before.
We won it.
Chelsea won it before. But
it's not Mickey Mouse at all.
And from Spurs' point of view, looking at it from a Spurs angle, I want to ask you, Louis, what went wrong for them today? They go 1-0 up, they dominate the first 20 minutes, and then this... And I'm going to put this to you. This is how the media have spun it in the last week. One of the worst some people on ESPN, for instance, have said this is the worst Man United team they can remember seeing. This Chelsea side have let up. Harry Kane non-existent. What went wrong?
I think it was we highlighted it thoroughly in the half-time show when we were talking about the fact that it's a mentality thing. I think Tottenham Hotspur clearly don't have that mentality, despite players which apparently have European pedigree now. You know, they are still very young. I think that's one thing we can say, but the whole bottle job mentality seems to be something which again is run through the media quite regularly, and funnily enough it's happened again. Juventus early this season, now the FA Cup semi-final, league position, you know, it's, you know, these are supposedly, like you're saying, one of the best teams in England right now. They do have a fantastic set of players, but now questions do have to be raised for me personally about Pochettino. You know, this is another
big game lost.
Another big game which he's lost.
Yeah.
You know, what does that say? Is he a flat track bully? Is that how
I said this time last year, did a video after they were knocked out by your boys Chelsea in the final. The video was titled like Exodus. Are we going to now start to see the exodus of Spurs players go? We saw Danny Rose want to. We saw Carl Walker leave. Toby is going to go. Like, they were part of that group there. There will be more casualties now for Spurs. Yes, they've got top 4 football again. But when you've got Harry Kane, for me, the best striker in the world, worth 150 million. Dele Alli, Spurs fans will tell you, is an 80-90 million pound player. Ericsson, they tip as world class. Some of them even say he's better than Harry Kane for what he delivers. Those are the front 3. You've got very good midfielders. Dembele, they talk up. Dyer, they talk up. Wanyama, I think he's amazing. You look at their defence. Great. There is no weak spot here, and I want to hear from Spurs fans. I'm going to challenge you if you say it, but for me, it's a mentality issue. We can use the word bottle. Maybe that's an oversimplification of the phrase, but for me, they bottled it again. On the other side of the coin, Jose haters, where are you? Because last week it was embarrassing to lose. We covered that game. It was shocking to lose to West Brom. I want the same people phone up that wanted him out last week. The United fan on the phone now coming through. I want to hear what they've got to say at the very least. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
Everyday same.
Hello, mate. How you feeling, buddy?
Mate, brilliant.
Absolutely.
Brilliant, because
all
these people, with all their opinions and all these internet people, they need to shut up. It's like, Jose's picked the team, he's put the mentality in, he's got the best out of him. We had the 3-man midfield that we wanted. Pogba and Sanchez turned up. Herrera had a brilliant game. You know, and, you know, that's the end of it. I don't even want to hear about Spurs bottling either, because they didn't bottle it. They were just out for. I'm sick of this. Harry Kane is this 200 million quid. He needs 10 chances. You shut Eriksen up, he doesn't get anything. Dele Alli this, Dele Alli that. We're not going to do anything in the World Cup. Forget Harry Kane. Forget Dele Alli. It's not that they're not great players. It's just that they're one-dimensional. The whole team is one-dimensional. And they got snuffed out, and they didn't get a trick. All they get is praise from everybody. They're better than us. They're this, that, and the other. And that was it. And we just stood up today. We played, a system, and the system works.
Can I ask you?
We even got idiots like Phil Neville saying that the keeper should have done better with the goal. You see Ronaldo kick the ball just slightly past the goalkeeper every week, and it works.
Mate, I totally agree. I want to ask you a few questions. Obviously, the boys can jump in as well. You look at Man United's style of play. That's probably been the most criticised area of Jose Mourinho's time at Manchester United. I mean, when you watched us today, last 10 minutes, we definitely sat back. You could see that. Was it a positive and a quality performance today in footballing terms for you as well?
Well, yeah, it was measured. It was measured. We knew that they were not going to use the width. Even though Trippier was out there on his own half the time, they weren't going to pass to him. So we just kept it narrow. Chris Smalling made Harry Kane look like bloody, I don't know, Tony Cottee or someone, I don't know. He's just like snuffed him out of the game. 200 million quid, my arse. And we just had the system, and that was it. So we let Wanyama and all the rest of it have the ball. As soon as Eriksen got the ball and he got close enough to shoot or whatever, one person would step out of the shape. It was textbook. Absolutely textbook. Pogba had the freedom. Sanchez, led by example. It was like watching Tevez or something, and we just snuffed them out. So if our style's crap and we're this and we're that, we just completely outthought the best team, if you like, in the world. Pochettino, no answer. No, nothing. Zero. What can you do? Nothing.
What does that make you think of Pochettino then, mate? Because obviously you're saying that Mauricio Pochettino, there is the whole talk of him being a great manager.
I'm not slugging Pochettino, but all I hear is Jose this, Jose that, Jose this, Pochettino that. And Jose just had his number, 100%, and there was nothing. Pochettino looked the most dejected person in Wembley. His head went down before the teams did. So, or maybe all this, or, he's not won a bowl of soup kind of thing is, they've got a point.
Yeah, mate, I totally agree. Really appreciate your call, mate. Thank you very much for coming on.
Right, mate. Really, glory, Man United.
Absolutely, mate. Top quality. Really, really is. And it's nice. I want to ask you this, a Man United fan, right? And we are going to talk about this today. You mentioned it slightly already. But you look at the criticism this team has faced. When we were beat by Spurs at Wembley, I think it was January 31st, transfer deadline day it was. We were outclassed massively in that game. Yeah. How impressed were you today with the change in formation? We went to the 4-3-3, and then you had the three players, for me, my favourite players all game today. There was loads of standout performers. But Matic was his... cheers, by the way, Chelsea, for Matic. He'd been phenomenal all season. And then either side of him, you had Pogba that was just at his scintillating best. A player that supposedly doesn't want to be here, wants to leave. Jose hates, plays in the FA Cup semi-final and dominates it. And then Herrera. I mean, those two guys, how well in your eyes did they do today?
I feel like all they had to do was just go and apply themselves properly on the pitch, because against Tottenham, we didn't do that at all. And one thing I did like, it wasn't just counter-attacking football. It was when you've got the ball, now control the game, keep the ball and move forward gradually. Be very, very cautious how you move the ball. I've always thought that about Jose's team. The Chelsea team that he had in 04-05, that I think is actually the best Chelsea team, the best Premier League team ever, straight up.
Sorry, he's changing my trousers quick.
Because not only did they win it, but then they defended it as well. And for me, defending it is a big thing, and making me think that you're the best team in Premier League history. They were very measured in how they attacked and how they defended, and that's always been Mourinho's way, and that's how he knows how to win. People don't like it because it's not stylish. You don't win titles if you play stylish and don't win. But
the three lads in here as well with us. Were you entertained with today's game?
Oh, yeah. To be honest, yeah. I mean, especially the first half.
Are you listening, viewers? Entertainment. And look, we all know that. I'm addressing everybody, yourselves out there, everyone in the room. We know the way that Klopp and Pep play can be amazing. We know it's amazing. Yeah. No one's saying it isn't. No, but to not enjoy today, if you're saying today's game was boring and it's Jose bored, I just think I think you hate the man so much. You hate him so much that you don't want to ever praise him.
I'll be honest, right? When people talk about it's lovely to play football, I don't care. I want to see us win.
That's it.
You want to see people who say I'd rather lose. No, let's do this first, and I'll carry on raging.
Yeah.
Hello, mate.
Yeah, how you doing? Terry's that guy, you know the guy who bought Armani tracksuit? It's me.
Do you remember that kid that's bought the Armani tracksuit?
Yes, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Terry. First of all, well, fair play to Ander Herrera. First 20 minutes, shocking.
Yeah.
The rest I've seen him ever in the Man United shirt since I was born Man United. Third West. And then after that, he was amazing. Controlled Ali. Who's Ali? Who's Ali, fam? With the dead trim, bro. Peanut head, bro. Fucking nerd, bro. Fucking nerd. Dembele, get out of my face about Ben and Pogba. Get out of my face, man. The guy looks like some midget come from Africa, bro.
Bruv, hey, man.
Take it easy.
Nah, I don't like them, man. These lot, you know when they slapped the 2-0, everyone's like, oh, Dembele's better than Pogba. Move, man.
Yeah, but what's him looking African got to do with anything?
Yeah, because the guy looks like a mixed race, isn't it? Yeah,
What's wrong with that?
No, not be racist. Not be racist.
Oh, you are being racist.
What kind of fool?
Bruv, take care of yourself, mate.
Oh, wow.
Call was going quite well until he brought
so
the man's
well, and then-
ethnicity into it. Like, I mean, I just...
No time for them people there, man.
This smile is like shock. You know, you're like, why bring it up for? Yeah, you attack Dele Alli's dead haircut. That's cool.
Fine, yeah.
You know.
You lose any point in arguing.
Should we go back to me being raging about why people don't like Mourinho?
Yeah, why don't people like Mourinho? Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
Okay, so people don't like Mourinho. Obviously, like, look, for me, it's always a case of if you win a game, that's what matters. It doesn't matter how well you play football. If you're at the top of the leaderboard, you're the best team. End of. Yeah. That's how it rolls. Just because Pep's played fantastic football this year, you know, it doesn't mean. It means he's the best. They're the best team this year. They were the best team. But last year, playing amazing football, it was the best team. We were counter-attacking defensive football. Mourinho, counter-attacking defensive football. Season before that, Leicester, counter-attacking defensive football.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't have to look good all the time as long as you get results.
Yeah.
That's what life's about anyway. If you get results in life, then that's what matters. You look at the leaderboard or you look at the numbers, you go, they may not be the best at what they're doing or whatever, but they're getting the numbers.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
Cool. We have a Man United fan coming through on the line now, hopefully in better form than the last one. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
Hi, Terry. It's Safe.
Hi, Safe. How are you?
How are you, man? You okay?
Cool, yeah, this guy, I let everyone know, this guy is, one, he was my stalker for a while, and two, he hates Jose Mourinho. How you feeling after that game?
Good game. Very, very good game. Jose got the tactics right. In the first 20 minutes, Spurs was pushing us at the back, but Jose, what he did, he transferred the system, transferred his tactics, and we started to gain control of the game. Great goal by Sanchez. And since they're going in out, he just started to play very good football.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally understand that. And looking forward towards the final now, who would you prefer, Southampton or Chelsea?
Of course, Chelsea, because looking at Louis, I just like to laugh at his face when we beat them in the final.
He wants to laugh in your face.
Cool. He can come stalk me and then he can...
yeah, this guy used to take pictures outside my office block where he used to work on that, you know.
That's a bit weird, mate, isn't it? It's not normal.
Didn't you, Safe?
Yeah, well, no, I didn't stalk you, man. I know you on Twitter, yes. I send you a lot of tweets, messages. But I just want to laugh at Chelsea supporters.
It's cool,
so,
mate.
wait, hold on, Safe. If that's the case then, how about if we do lose, I'll come to the FanPark Live afterwards, we can have a conversation, you can take the piss out of me, but then you keep your end of the bargain, because if we win, I can do it to you.
Safe.
And he's gone. He disappeared. Safe, mate.
there we go. Let's go to some of these live comments that are coming through. This is from Prince, who says, message to Spurs fans, as a Man United fan, and I wasn't to say unlucky. It was a great contest. Spurs have a bright future in their hands. Fair play to you guys.
That's
there
nice.
we go.
That's nice.
Josh here says, my only criticism with Mourinho is why can't we do this more often? Just like the Liverpool match, we were lucky we didn't score. They were lucky they didn't score against us when we parked the bus. Well, hang on. Against Liverpool, we beat them recently. We were brilliant. He does do this. Do you know why? Do you know how he does this regularly? Second in the league. We potentially could win 3 trophies in 2 years. You know, of course he does this regularly, bro.
Do you count the Charity Shield?
No. If we win this with 3. If we win this, it could be 3.
It goes in the trophy cabinet. It goes in the trophy cabinet. It counts.
No, FA Cup, League Cup, Europa League.
Oh, League Cup, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
That's 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Football knowledge. Yay! Football knowledge.
I hate
Still
that
should have won
term.
that,
I hate
but I'll
that
leave
term,
it.
park the bus, though, because parking the bus is literally not attacking. It's sitting.
No, that's not what parking the bus. It's counter-attacking football.
That's what I'm saying. But that's counter-attacking football. It's counter-attacking football. People talk about parking the bus as if us and Old Chelsea would sit back for 90 minutes and do nothing.
You do the big games if you want to get a result.
That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello, Claude.
Hello, mate.
Right,
How good was Alexis today, mate?
He was sensational. I want to thank you, Arsene Wenger. It's the best leaving present you could have ever have given Man United.
Yeah, him, Herrera and Pogba were brilliant. And Phil Jones at the back was superb, mate. They played really well. Fantastic. They played really well today. I thought Alexis Sanchez, though, absolutely brilliant. Oh, mate, I miss him. I do miss him.
No, I bet, mate. After 20 minutes, though, Spurs looked dangerous. They looked sharp. United looked dead in the water for many after 20 minutes. Were you surprised that Jose and his men turned it around?
No, once they got a foothold in the game, once Pogba started to get a foothold in the game, I thought they started to control things. Once the first 20 minutes, they got that early goal, Spurs. But after that, after the 20 minutes, Man United just took over the game. I thought they controlled the game after that.
Massively, and obviously being your local, your friends in North London, Spurs, obviously you'll be feeling a little bit sad for them today, I assume.
No, I'm not bloody sad. Like I wasn't sad yesterday either. I wasn't sad yesterday, and I won't be sad today either, mate.
Do you know what, Claude? I will say this now because we're live on the air. You're probably one of the very few Arsenal fans that I've retained respect for over Wenger leaving, because you're not being nasty about him. You've just your opinion hasn't changed because he's announced he's leaving. You've just said it's the right decision, and not a lot of them have, to coin your little phrase, have flip-flopped recently, and now it's all, and the media have done it. They're all loving Wenger again because he's leaving.
Yeah, well, no, what it is, Terry, I've gone true to what I feel. See, what gets me, right, if I'd gone the other way like the rest, yeah, and done that, right, I would have got slaughtered the same way, wouldn't I? So
True.
You can't win, mate. I don't care. I say it as I feel now. I don't care what people think about me. I've had a lot of abuse about it, but I don't care, because what I say is true to myself, and I don't care what anyone else thinks.
And you know, cool, mate. No, that's why we love you here on FanPark Live. I want to ask one more question about Spurs, though, Claude. Do you think this is another case of them bottling it?
I think it's a mentality issue, mate, when it comes to the real crunch. They still haven't got over that mental block, really, when it comes to at the final hurdle. They could even crack up in the league and lose that fourth place, you know. I've just got a feeling that Chelsea might just catch them, you know. It's not over for Chelsea either.
Jesus, Claude, you're the only person who does think
no,
that, mate.
if they beat Swansea, it's 2 points. They might start, bricking it on that one as well. So, it could all go apart from them. But it's still a very young side, you know what I'm saying? I think the mentality issue, there is a mentality problem there when it comes to the crunch.
Claude, who do you have in mind to replace Arsene Wenger at Arsenal?
Well, as long as it's not Brendan Rodgers, like people are going on about.
But Claude, Brendan Rodgers.
Brendan Rodgers. No, I'd rather have. My pick would be Allegri. I think we can get. Everyone goes to bed if you're not in the Champions League, but we can offer the salary that can tempt these guys. So either Allegri, Joachim Low, or even Ancelotti. I think even Ancelotti would be good just to steady the ship a bit, you know, get us just for a couple of years just to get the ship sailed. And I think he's very keen on coming.
Here you go, Claude. I've got 3 Chelsea fans in the studio then. Lads, could you see Ancelotti going to Arsenal?
No.
Sorry, go again, Louis?
I could.
We're literally, the studio's full of 5 Chelsea fans. Can any of you see that happening? Ancelotti to Arsenal.
Depends what they offer him.
So the money's right, yes.
Yeah. But I think there's a better manager out there for.
I believe he can, you know, just steady. I think he'll organise. Any of them 3 managers will organise. See, the thing with Rodgers, he's just as bad defending wise
like Wenger. It'll be like the same story, same old story, mate. I want someone, tactically a real tactician to come in. You know what I'm saying?
But Claude, you'd have Brendan Rodgers would come in. He'd call Granit Xhaka a beautiful human being. I mean, it'd be great for mentality, wouldn't it?
Sorry, go again.
Brendan Rodgers would call all your players beautiful human beings. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. Come on, surely he should come in.
Yeah, beautiful. I want pet now. Yeah, I want no. I saw the way they cracked up at the end there. Everyone's going on about Brent. No, I'm sorry. I'm not having that. I'm not. But you know what? I said to Robbie the other day, get Brendan Rodgers. I'm going to go and support Barnett.
Mate. There we go. Listen, Claude, thanks for your call as ever, mate. Cheers, fella. We'll speak to you soon.
Take care, boys.
Cheers, mate. Bye. Cool, we're going to go through the One Football app, then we're going to talk a little bit more about Herrera, a bit more about Pogba, and I want to hear from some Spurs fans. Expressions, where are you? I'm calling you out. I want to hear from you, blood. Okay, Ben and Sim from We Are Tottenham Fan TV. Where are you at, boys? I know if you were winning, you'd be belling up. I know you'd be saying stuff. I want to hear from you right now, because I actually want to talk to you about your team and the problems that are going on there. But let's look at the One Football app here. Who do you reckon was voted for as man of the match?
Sanchez.
Who would you give it to yourself?
Me, give it to Sanchez.
Sanchez.
Pogba.
Pogba.
Sanchez.
Sanchez.
Pogba.
Pogba. I would give it to Jose Mourinho, because I love him so. No, I'm joking. I would have given it to Herrera myself. But let's look at the votes that have come in now. Alexis Sanchez has... This app is mad. Alexis Sanchez has won it with 3,200 votes. Dele Alli was voted second. I know he scored early on, but did nothing. Pogba voted third.
Contracted something.
Pogba voted third. Herrera fourth. And Christian Eriksen came fifth.
They're FIFA players, man.
FIFA players, they're doing that. Maybe. But there you go, guys. You
inform from this game today.
You can download this app yourselves. Check out the description below. The link is there for the One Football app. It's free of charge, and it's a massive support to us here at FanPark Live. So please crack on with that. And as we say, we want to hear from people. I want to talk a little bit about Herrera. I've said before, I think we could find better midfielders than him. I think there are better midfielders in the world than Herrera that could come in and improve Man United. Oh, we're going to talk about that in a minute. We have a Spurs fan on the line.
Hey.
Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
Oh, hi, Terry. This is DC.
Hello, mate. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm very good, thank you. I want to speak to you. Really good start to the game today from Spurs. You look sharp and on it. But as soon as United scored, your head seemed to drop. What went wrong for you today?
Well, I mean, essentially, it's what everybody has highlighted, and that is the fact that it is down to the big games when case of mentality. But in my thoughts have always been just like the Juvie game, and that is it was specifically with regards to us missing our 12th man. So effectively, you've got a manager who needs to be able to make the appropriate decisions. I mean, I think, as a Spurs fan, what I can say is, congratulations to Smalling. I mean, he literally stuck to Kane like Velcros, so effectively we were down to 10 men, so congratulations to them, or certainly to Mourinho as well for, ensuring or giving those explicit instructions. Obviously, once you do that, then it becomes a very difficult exercise, and what you find is then essentially the direction for the team obviously starts to become slightly muddled. They don't seem to know which way to go in terms of certainly in that final third, trying to get those that final quality finish.
One of the lads in the studio here's got something to say on that. What have you got to say, bud?
When it comes to Smalling getting into the game, I really got to disagree with it. I think it's more Phil Jones who controlled Kane than it was Smalling, because in the first half, I mean, we all said this, when the ball was put through to Kane in the box, Smalling was absolutely nowhere to be seen there, and if it wasn't like for Kane missing the chance or Jones put him off, you could have killed that game. We'd be saying Spurs in the final, not United.
Yeah, on Harry Kane though, did he have a shot?
No.
I don't remember him shooting today.
He had one shot, I think. That was it.
I mean, that slight miss, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he got put into the box in the first half.
Yeah. So he had that.
Okay.
I mean, and that was the thing. I think maybe even when I noticed how good he was marshalled and taken out of the game. When you look at Pochettino, and I'm not calling for Pochettino's head at all, but when you look at him and the mentality at Spurs, do you worry that this could lead to an exodus of players in terms of Dele Alli, Eriksen? Do you think some of these players that are now getting older might start to think, if I'm going to win something substantial in my career, I have to leave Spurs?
I mean, put yourself in Harry's position. I mean, it effectively. I mean, what would you think? Yeah, I mean, you've reached a stage whereby it's gotten a bit. We're now, if you like, reached a drought again. No cups, no medals, etc. So obviously, it becomes very, very difficult.
Mate, I couldn't agree with you more. On Man United, I've asked everybody. Jose Mourinho has suffered a lot of criticism this season. Some have suggested he's the worst second place. Man United are the worst second place team in Premier League history. I've seen like professional journalists and pundits say this. Spurs and Liverpool, who are quite a way behind us in the Premier League as well, have been touted as being much better than Jose Mourinho's Man United. As a rival fan watching them play, how do you feel about this Man United team and Jose Mourinho's leadership there?
I mean, when it comes to Jose Mourinho, I mean, that's a very simple answer. Is that as with all fans who either be they Manchester United supporters, Chelsea supporters, etc. If you're to line up all the various managers along, and then you are asked, put your money against one of the managers who you believe will obviously outperform all of his peers. You'll find it very difficult to go off and bet against Mourinho, given his track record. Yes, fair enough, you have a Pep now, but Mourinho's track record speaks for itself. It's very difficult for you to go off and just say to him, you know what, no, I don't think Mourinho will do very well this year. Even if, say, for example, he's not given enough backing financially by the club, etc. But you know what, he's one you'll always back to some degree.
Absolutely spot on. There we go. That is the best way I've heard someone put that.
Well done.
You've put them all up against the wall and you can't bet against him. Completely agree.
Mate, really appreciate the call, and look, commiseration for your defeat today.
Oh no, thank you so much.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Could not have said it any better.
No, I agree, and that's the thing with it. Like I over defend Jose because I find the criticism against him is so unbalanced. So I'm trying to even the kill by excessively defending him. And look, you were here with me last week. I criticised him and the team massively for losing to West Brom. But the irony is, a week later, this Liverpool side, who are being spoken about as being like potentially one of the greatest Liverpool sides ever, they're being absolutely waxed lyrical about. Go to the back of the newspapers now and find me an article damning them for throwing away a 2-0 lead against the very same relegating fighting team. It doesn't happen. The attention's always on Jose Mourinho, and it has skewed the minds and indoctrinated the minds of many, many Man United fans that have disgracefully, in my opinion, turned their backs too quickly against a manager that is now on course to win 3 trophies in 2 years and has got us back into second place, only behind. No, I said got us into a position to do it. We are in a position to do it. We can do it.
Okay.
And back to second in the league, behind only one team that have spent nearly £200 million more than him. Okay, the football isn't always the most entertaining, but the disgraceful nature of some of these fans disgusts me. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
My name is Alex.
Hello, Alex. You're a Chelsea fan, I believe.
Yeah, definitely. I basically watched the full game on BBC One.
Yes.
So even though I'm not a Tottenham or definitely not a Tottenham fan or a Man U fan, I think it was kind of interesting to see what we could expect for the final if we go through. So that's why I watched it, basically.
Absolutely. I mean, I'd have watched it even if my team weren't in the other semi-final. But so what would you, if you go through, and we say if because, there's no foregone conclusions in sport, how does Conte stop this Manchester United team in a final?
I mean, the thing is that both managers are pretty defensive, and Mourinho tends to win mostly out of lucky counterattacks. So in that sense, I think when you're playing
Alex.
Did you say lucky counterattacks?
Alex, mate, I'm not gonna lie, you're wrong. Simple as, basically. Just because the style of football is different, Man United, if you look at the game where we played them at Old Trafford, they're on the front foot for the vast majority. So I think it's unfair to say it's a lucky counter-attacks. Manchester United today on the front foot for a lot of the game as well. I think it's counter-attacking football. You can't just say it's lucky. It's well set out on the majority of occasions, and also there's not all the times that they are.
No, I mean, understood. I mean, I do accept that sometimes I can be wrong. No problem with that at all. It's just that in this sense, I mean, it's tough to know because I don't really have that much experience in analysing it that way.
Okay, so why are you trying to analyse it then? If you're saying you can't analyse it.
I mean, it's just my interpretation. That's all.
Okay.
It's just the way I see it. Doesn't mean that I'm an expert on this. That's all.
I'm not claiming to be an expert. Carry on. Yeah, but what are you saying about the counter? You're saying it's lucky counter-attacking football, which is basically won Mourinho this game.
I mean, I don't really see them being as attacking. If you look at Lukaku and Alexis Sanchez and Lingard, those are the only ones who are up front during the game.
Wasn't Pogba well advanced? So, were you not watching Pogba being well forward on the pitch, or was I just daydreaming?
I mean, maybe I was just catching the main things, but I mean that's the way I saw it.
Okay, let me proposition to you another way, Alex. Jose Mourinho's the Chelsea manager. We win the league 38 games. Is that lucky?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Is winning the league across 38 games lucky?
No, not necessarily.
So counter-attacking football, all in, does that make it lucky? So when Mourinho was our manager, 38 games, were we lucky or did we deserve to win it?
I mean, I'm sure there's some games where we...
No. Answer the question. Across 38 games, did we deserve to win the league when we did? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Just say yes with your chest.
Hang on.
Say yes with your chest.
Games. I mean, there were games where we didn't deserve
Say yes or no.
Yeah, straight answer. Go on.
I would say no.
Oh my God.
No.
He's agreeing
with you. We were lucky.
I'm saying we're not lucky to win. We're saying we are lucky.
You're saying we're lucky? No, Chelsea were lucky to win it.
Well, there were times where they were lucky to win certain games.
No! Oh my God!
How did we play last season?
Bro, if you accumulate the most points in a league title season, you deserve to win the league. If you're first and you're not second, you deserve to win the league. There's no ifs and buts about it. If someone can't beat you, that's their fault because you are better than them. There's no luck. 38 games and you win the league, you deserve it. That's it.
Do you know what I hope really happens? I hope that Chelsea get through to the final. Man United win 1-0 after Pogba's shot is going out for a throw-in and it hits the referee on the bum and goes in. Because then I loved it. You'll be, it's lucky! And then that will be lucky. You know, if Pogba has a shot and it's going out the stadium and it hits and it kills a seagull and then it falls down, right? And then it falls down, right? And it hits Courtois in the face and goes in. That would be lucky. But...
Look, put it this way, we can agree to disagree.
No, we can agree.
Mate, I ain't agreed to disagree.
You have to.
Listen, we really appreciate your call. Thank you very, very much. Yeah. Bye. Wow.
This man used to come and speak to us for fan cam.
No, do you know what this is? Do you know what this is? This is a full dose of JDS. Jose Derangement Syndrome. That is Jose Derangement Syndrome in its entirety. It really is. I mean, looking at the stats from the game today, though, obviously Spurs have most of the ball, 63%, but they had 13 shots, 2 on target, to Man United's 12, 5 on target. But they were given possession. They were allowed the possession. Man United, I will use the phrase, we parked the bus today, but we counter-attacked well. Simple as that. Let's go through some of the YouTube things here. Hi, Terry, all the way from Singapore. Just want to say something about Jose. If football is a religion, then Mourinho is God. People hate him because they can't be like him. Now, I don't think he's actually saying he's saying if football's a religion, then he is the God of it. But look, I agree. I agree with your sentiment there. I love this stream, is what Vidic Manu says.
We love Vidic Manu. That's what I'm
saying.
He
is a Chelsea fan. That means it would be saying here. I can't.
You're not going to use that word?
Yeah, I'm not going to. Some of the words you guys use, I get your points, but I can't use them. This kid is celebrating 4/20, lol.
Still celebrating 420.
Saying it's high.
420, 4th of... 420. Basically, what young people do.
I am too old.
It's because you've got the youth today to help.
Hang on, yes, so what does 420 mean?
Okay, 420 is so on the 4th... Sorry, I want to talk about.
Living like
Yeah,
living like Snoop Dogg. You live like Snoop Dogg all day.
For the on the 20th of April every year, people live like Snoop Dogg.
Pretty much.
Hey. I'm going to book the 20th of April off work next year because that sounds like a fun day. I am old as fuck, I tell you. I'm sitting there, I'm like, shit. And I'm in America next week, right? And I'm going to be spending some time on the university. I've got to learn this shit because I'm going to look stupid as fuck.
I just want to try and count how many times you mentioned that you're going to America to rub it into everyone's face.
Yeah.
I'm going to America next week. Louis. Louis, do you know I'm going to America next week?
Good.
That's what it's been for the past week.
This guy is deluded AF. I mean, I know what that means. That means as fuck, right?
Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yeah!
He was talking about the other.
No, I know. He's talking about that caller that was just gone. No harm to Spurs fans, but statues move faster than Harry Kane did today. Ooh, salty. Salty. By the way, Spurs fans, where are you, man? I want to hear from you. Jose haters. There was some Man United fan last week said that Jose was giving AIDS to Manchester United.
Didn't he say he wanted Ryan Giggs as manager?
Yeah, that guy. Where are you, bruv? Is it Mohammed? I think his name is. Mo, where you at, brother? You can't be... This is the bias I'm talking about. You can't be... I want him out. He's got to be sacked. He's killing the club. He's giving us AIDS. He gave us AIDS. And then a week later, when he pulls off a wonderful result, you're like, I'm just going to go and sit under my rock and wish for AIDS. And just be like, you can't do that. You have to be fair and balanced. We've got an Arsenal fan coming through. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
Aaron?
Hello, Aaron. You're an Arsenal fan. Any messages of sort of commiserations to your local buddies, Spurs?
No, not at all. Not at all. Until you win a trophy, you need to stop acting like a big club. Stay in your shit little hole that you came from. You do not deserve to call yourself big club.
Mate. It's 2 years in a row now. Have they finished above you?
Doesn't matter.
No, it does matter. No, it does matter.
Let him answer.
Hold on. So when Arsenal were finishing in 4th place, everyone was like, it's not a trophy, it's not a trophy. But now, all of a sudden, just because we drop out and actually win trophies, everyone's like, oh, who finishes above you in the table?
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. However, I agree with you in terms of Tottenham fans saying they're the greatest team at the minute. However, right now, the table doesn't lie, and they're playing the best football in London. And I'm a Chelsea fan, so come on, we've got to freely admit that Tottenham.
They weren't playing the best football in London today, though, were they? Yeah.
No, Man United workers.
If you think that, then you're living like it's 420.
What done?
Is that the right reference? That was the right reference. Come on! I'm like Benjamin Button. I'm going to go backwards in age. Is that how it works? I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, sorry, mate. What was your thoughts on Jose Mourinho and Man United's performance today?
I think they got it tactically correct. They played good football. They pushed Pogba a lot higher and a lot more wide left, which is where he was doing so well for Juventus. So you kind of put him in a position, and definitely playing him in a 3 in midfield kind of frees him up, playing Matic and Herrera with him. Herrera had a
Pog boom. As well. Pog boom. That's all it was today. And Herrera was great as well. Just a quick word from you as well. Happy that Wenger is gone? Or are you feeling a little bit sad about it?
No, happy, nervous, but I just want to kind of take the next step. I've called him previously, and I said I haven't been to an Arsenal game for 5 years because of the fact that I felt that just going there, buying drinks, paying for my season ticket, etc., was just feeding the head of the snake, and you just had to cut it off. So
yes,
I'm glad that there's a new manager coming in place now. Ideally, someone like Allegri, Simeone, Ancelotti.
Do you feel you could attract like a Simeone or an Allegri?
Sorry?
Do you feel like you could attract a Simeone or Allegri?
Why not? If the money's correct and all managers want a project. If you give them the right project, and the board makes these funds available that we have in cash reserves, which everyone knows that Arsenal are one of the biggest clubs with one of the biggest budgets in the world. Our match day revenue exceeds everyone else. Our ticket prices exceeds everyone else. So that means there's a lot more cash flow in the club. So if the board actually open up their wallets, there's no reason why not to attract these managers.
I like this guy.
Yeah, well done.
Very
mate,
well said,
great call. Thank you very much for coming on. I'm just going to send via Instagram a little bit of a message to Expressions because I want him to come on. Expressions.
No, it's hands free. Right, do you want me to do it for you?
Hang on.
It's hands free. You don't.
Oh, it's go. Oh yeah, sorry. I'll start again.
I'm old. Terry, press the button.
I'm old.
That one.
I'm old. I'm old.
Right, press the button.
Button.
No, go back
Just
to
press
normal.
it.
No, right. Come here.
That's on hands free. I want it on hands free.
You want it on hands? You want no, but where do you want to put it? What do you want to do?
I'm recording a message.
Okay, wait.
This is like a dad teaching his son something.
Yeah, go on.
Then press go.
Go.
Hello, Expressions. It's Terry here from FanPark Live. Where was that champagne football, bruv? It was no Harry Kane. Harry, you. Where was he?
Class AKG!
Give us a call, mate. 0203 606 031. Oh, it's gone. He'll know the number. I'm going to send it to Expressions anyway. I was only chatting to him.
Put it on your story as well. I think we'll see it there.
And I'm going to send it to him directly.
Oh, okay.
And my story.
Oh, call out.
And done. No, I want to hear from him because he knows his football. He's a good guy. But, like, that was like champagne football and lemonade money, bruv. That's what that was.
Lewis, can you quickly send another Instagram to him and tag him in it? And I'll do the same. And then that way he's definitely going to see it. So I think you just quickly send him.
Another Arsenal fan. Arsenal fans are loving this result today, aren't they? Hello, welcome to McDonald's. What would you like for your order, please?
This is not McDonald's, Terry.
Well done. So many people fall for that. What would you like to say, brother? What's your name, sorry, first of all?
My name is Abdullah. I'm an Arsenal fan. I've talked before as well.
Hello, Abdullah.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on today's game today? Do you feel a bit sorry for your local partners in crime, Spurs?
Oh, no, not at all. I was the happiest guy on earth today. Seeing Tottenham lose is such a blessing, honestly. And the fact that Alexis Sanchez scored, all is forgiven, son. All is forgiven. You are my hero now again because he scored against them and he knocked them out. And I will show you the trophy cabinet of Tottenham Hotspur. Trophy number 1, we finished above Arsenal. Trophy number 2, we beat Real Madrid. Trophy number 3, we put pressure on Chelsea. This is what their trophy cabinet is. And yet they are the best team in London. Seriously.
They're playing the best football, though, to be fair to them.
Yeah, but I understand people's point of views. Like, it's almost like, it's a bit like Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool right now. For everything they've achieved, there is nothing substantial. And do you know what? The point is, in 10 years' time, okay, both these managers could move on. When you look back at the history books of our clubs, which means so, Chelsea have created their major history in the last 15 years, and that's important to remember that. But you'll look back on the last 15 years in 50 years' time and remember those titles, those FA Cups, that Champions League you won. If this Spurs team, if this Liverpool team wins nothing under these managers, in 10 years' time, you ain't gonna get people, oh yeah, but the football was like, oh, I remember that great game we played here. Remember that great bit of football? Yeah, but that's small-minded.
I know
that's small-minded,
they
bro.
could be like the Dutch team in the 1970s. Do you know what I mean? But they played really nice football. But
yeah,
they didn't win
international football's a little bit different because only one. It's there we go. But at the end of the day, this Spurs team got great players. They've got a very good up-and-coming manager, but there is a mentality problem, mate. Really appreciate your call, mate. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, you too.
Take care. That is a trophy cabinet, is what Mohammed Faisal says. Spurs will always bottle it, is what Hassan says. Louis, I'm a Man United fan, and I think Chelsea need a creative midfield player such as Eriksen, Ozil, Pogba, De Bruyne, or Silva.
You said A, and you made okay. Go on.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, man.
Yeah, that's a lot of players. I mean, yeah, but most of those players would do well in most other people's teams.
They would. However, we do have a creative midfielder. His name is Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and he will be coming to Chelsea side next year, hopefully. Ross Barkley.
Sorry. Look at the names of people.
Sorry, I'm just really upset.
Jesus.
It's a hard time being
You
a Chelsea
scared
fan.
me then.
I know.
London is blue is what Mr. Udin says.
Up the Chelsea.
Up Chelsea.
Man United fan coming through. All these young Chelsea fans in here, they worry me what they'll be getting up to at
I'm
weekends.
starting to like Chelsea now, a little bit.
Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
Hi, it's Donald from Middlesbrough.
Hello, mate. How you feeling, brother?
I'm ecstatic, mate.
I bet you are. How good was Jose and his boys today?
Oh, absolutely excellent today. You know, the first 20 minutes or so, I think, was probably the worst first 20 minutes I've seen this season from us. You know, didn't seem to get a grip. We let in such a soft goal. I think Dele Alli won't score a much easier goal than that. Left him free open. The defence are to blame for that goal, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Because no one picked him up. I mean, where was the marking there?
But, no, absolutely nowhere, mate. It was a terrible start, but do you know what? I said this a number of times recently that something Jose has instilled into this team in recent games, and it's gone unnoticed, and it's gone unpraised, and I'll keep banging this drum, is how many games have gone behind him recently? You've had the Crystal Palace game, the City game to stand out, the Chelsea game as an example, and now today, big games, pivotal moments in the season where we could have lost our ground on that second place position or knocked out of the FA Cup semi-final, and Jose's team have had the mentality to bring themselves back into it from a losing position. That is a Man United manager. That is people go on about traditions. He doesn't follow older traditions. Well, that's one there that he is following to the T. You never say die. You keep pushing yourselves forward. You keep the red flag flying, and he delivered massively. When you look at the players that stood out for you, who would you give your man of the match to?
Alexis Sanchez.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, because, I felt he did world class today. He was like, really amazing, But, well, he couldn't have done much more, could he? So,
no, absolutely. Mate, really do appreciate your call coming on it. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Celebrate Manchester United's victory. There we go. But listen, we are out of time now. We've done our 45 minutes as usual. Michael, thank you very much for coming on as ever. Louis as well. Good luck to Chelsea and Southampton in the game tomorrow. Before you leave us today, though, please do us a massive honour and download that OneFootball app, as we always speak about. The information is in the description below. A massive, massive well done to Jose Mourinho today. You shut those haters up once more, and that is music to my ears. Congratulations to the Manchester United team, because you deserved it. Some stellar performances today. Phil Jones, Chris Smalling, absolutely phenomenal. Herrera, Matic, Pogba in the middle. You were absolutely sensational, Mr. Hashtag Dabbing King with funny haircuts. You were brilliant. And then up front, I thought Lukaku led that line.
All right.
Lingard did well. And then the Alexis Sanchez man today was sensational. I just had a message from Claude just saying, I love Alexis Sanchez. Congratulations, Terry. And that's coming from an Arsenal fan saying that. So just well done to those boys today. Commiserations to Spurs and their supporters out there. Before you go as well, remember, the Ultimate Football Fan, which binds us all together here at FanPark Live. We have our own app now available. And this show is available on podcast as well. That'll be uploaded very soon after we finish on the air. So check out all the information for that in the description below. In other words, everyone take care. God bless, and I'll see you all again when I get back from America.
Okay.